Anyways, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be building the acrylic TKL from Canonkeys. The board comes with an FR4 plate, the acrylic stacks, as well as the PCB. For this build, I'm going to be using lavenders from Duroc that are lubed with Krytox 205G0 and filmed with Desky films. For the stabilizers, I'm going to be using the Wukyu. Not actually sure how you pronounce the stabs, but they match the lavenders, which is nice. And they're also from Canonkeys. Alright, so quick disclaimer. I actually took out the PE foam out of my soldered build at the end, but this is just the process of how you cut the PE foam. And before you start putting switches, make sure all of the stabilizers are flat onto the PCB, or else you'll have to resolder everything again and desolder, which is really annoying to do. Before you actually start putting any switches in, I'd recommend you poke holes where the switch would actually sit in, just so it's easier to push in. And if you have any bent pins, use a tweezer to actually get the pins back. Since we're using a leaded solder, wear a mask, wear glasses or goggles just to be safe. The reason why I ended up taking the PE foam out, and I did this after I soldered everything, was because I couldn't get the switches to sit right in the PCB and also made the typing feel really uneven. Yo, and honestly, the worst part of this build, which was peeling the acrylic. After finishing though, you just start layering the acrylic. So you first do the feet, which are 4 different layers, and make sure you don't make the mistake of putting the next layer on incorrectly, which is the base layer, or the layer that sits on the bottom. So I'm painfully watching myself do all this and take all this time to do it, but make sure the PCB cutout is on the right and not the left. So after fixing my mistake, I begin to layer 2 of the acrylic pieces with the USB cutout, and then I'll layer the plate, PCB, and switches after that. Now that all the acrylic layers are stacked upon each other, it's time to screw in all the screws. I really like the look of this board, and honestly it's one of my best looking boards. And now it's time for a sound test. So I ended up desoldering the board because the PE foam made it a little uneven and also made it a little bit more muted than I usually like. It didn't really do as much as I thought it would, but screw this board. My avatar's a little scuffed because it's just a Google image colorway, but anyways. So this board's got super cool aesthetics because you can see the PCB from the back, and also it's just really clean. I don't really prefer the feel of this board compared to my Bakaneko and NK65. This board has kind of just been sitting on my ledge. And sound-wise, I usually prefer clackier builds or more high-pitched builds, so this build isn't my preference. For $85 for the kit, you're getting a board with really cool aesthetics and really fun to build. If you're looking for a board with unique sound and feel, this probably isn't the board for you. But anyways, like and subscribe. Peace.